From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Why are you a conspiracy theorist? And I said, why isn't everybody a goddamn conspiracy theorist?
This is the real research. Literally have an alien base, and they are literally communicating.
I don't have a whole lot of time.
Have you personally had any experience with interdimensional beings?
What we're thinking of as aliens, they have infiltrated a lot of aspects of military intelligence. And they are not what they claim to be.
We leave you much that is undone.
That's one small step for man.
There are great ideas undiscovered.
Visit asteroids, visit the moon of Mars.
Remove one of truth's protective layers.
There's a monolith.
They want the major population centers wiped out.
Will you put your left hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
One giant leap for mankind.
Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened.
Those challenges are yours.
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
There are places to go beyond belief. Beyond belief.
Hello and welcome to the Daily Conspiracy Podcast. We don't take days off because reptilians don't take days off, and Ollie has pretended to read.
I fucking knew you were going to say that, you bastard. Fucking Life on Mars, Lee. They were speaking about this. Speaking about this back in...
I feel like this is story time with Nick.
1995, yeah. Still singing the same old tune.
How are you doing, Ollie? Did you have a good time building your trampoline, not getting buggered?
No. Trampoline building is
Harder
a
than being
gift.
buggered?
It's a gift, Lee. It's a gift that I don't have. Listen, if you're a dad out there, I mean, I would say a mum, but let's face it, you usually make the dads build it. But if you're a single mum out there, you know...
What did you do wrong?
I up the next door neighbour and get him to build it. Because I'm telling you now...
Don't just wash over that, Ollie. That was... I already apologised for my own joke.
Well, I'm glad you did. But yeah, no, it's not that. It's not the easiest of things, mate. These medium hands, you know, they went to work yesterday. They went to fucking work on that trampoline.
I can't help but feel like if you had proper hands, it wouldn't have been so difficult.
It was. To be fair, it is a 2-man job building a trampoline.
It is with those hands.
Anyway, let's bounce on. Come on, what we got? What?
You've got it for us today.
I have got it for you today, haven't I?
Yeah,
I was so gutted, you know, that to miss out on the Mandela podcast because
I thought you were here.
What?
Yeah, you said about the MH370 videos being a Mandela Effect.
I fucking did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Don't do this to me. I wasn't there. Do you know something though? That I was going to bring that to the table. I really was.
You did on my timeline.
That, and I didn't even realise this, but fucking Italy. I'm sure the little football on the end of the toe wasn't attached.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I don't know.
I can remember like the World Cup.
Yeah.
And I can remember like
95. Is that Italian 95?
Yeah, I can like they did something with Italy and they made it a football with a boot hitting the football.
That could be why you remember it being
maybe. Thinged. Yeah.
I have no idea. Like my geography fucking sucks. I barely know where my house is. I sometimes get lost on the way to the kitchen.
I'm telling you now, mate. Mandela Effect is a fucking thing. They're fucking around. They've been fucking around with it, and they've worked out a way to change shit. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it. It's as simple as that.
I'm down with my idea, you know. So I don't think because even after yesterday's show, I've really thought about this more. So, for instance, we'll go with your one of the boot being attached. I think the misremembrance is wrong in a way. So, the idea of the boot being attached, Luke, I am your father. But I don't think it's like misremembering. Mm-hmm. I think it's a placed memory. And then I was thinking about the.
What do you mean a placed memory?
So like Darren Brown does the
the
tricks and stuff like that. So like subliminally, things have been.
Say that again.
Subliminally.
Not bad.
Sublimely said, I think you'll find.
Subliminally. I definitely can't say that. Not after a couple of beers either. You know, I've been out for a fucking all-you-can-eat buffet.
Nice chat. So but the thing with these things being like slid into consciousness, like I was saying, is that you don't really realize they're going on, but all of a sudden, if your favorite footballer, you look at his number and you go, he's number 8. I'm sure he's 18. And it's just enough. And then I thought about this. When you hear people talk about the etymology of words and how words are put together and stuff, and like disease, it's you're left in a state of dis-ease. That's something you would use to leave people in a state of dis-ease.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, Lee. I do think that Chewbacca, he got a well-deserved medal at the end of Star Wars. I don't care what anybody says. That's not memories being put into my head. That happened. I saw that.
That's what someone that has had a memory put in their head would say.
No, I saw it. Absolutely.
That's
anyway, I see what I've got for you, because I know you and Nick touched on Mandela. You see, I want to do it. I want to go back to Mandela. I missed out on that one.
Yeah.
But do you remember the Google guy that went on, Stephen Bartlett? We spoke about this a couple of days ago. I think you spoke about it last night a little bit with Nick.
Stephen Bartlett is Diary of a CEO, yeah?
Yes, Diary of a CEO. Well, it's an ex-Google executive that went on. I think he's been on twice before, so this is his third time on. He was massively saying, he was warning us about AI. Let me play this clip for you, because it almost seems. Do you see? I've got hiccups. You see what Elon Musk has done now, where he's kind of made a bit of a U-turn when it comes to AI, almost embracing it. Wants you to put a chip in your fucking head, and he's also well in there with the crocodile. So let me play this.
What is the definition of the word dystopia?
So in my mind, these are adverse circumstances that unfortunately might escalate beyond our control. The problem is there is a lot wrong with the value set, with the ethics of humanity at the age of the rise of the machines. And when you take a technology, every technology we've ever created just magnified human abilities. So, you can walk at 5 kilometers an hour. You get in a car and you can now go, 250, 280 miles an hour. Okay. Basically magnifying your mobility, if you want. You can use a computer to magnify your calculation abilities or whatever. Okay. And what AI is going to magnify, unfortunately, at this time, is it's going to magnify the evil that man can do. And it is within our hands completely within our hands to change that. But I have to say, I don't think humanity has the awareness at this time to focus on this so that we actually use AI to build the utopia.
So what you're essentially saying is that you now believe there'll be a period of dystopia. And to define the word dystopia, I've used AI. It says a terrible society where people live under fear, control, or suffering. and then you think we'll come out of that dystopia into a utopia, which is defined as a perfect or ideal place where everything works well, a good society where people live in peace, health, and happiness.
Correct.
So,
and the difference between them, interestingly, is what I normally refer to as the second dilemma, which is the point where we hand over completely to AI. So a lot of people think that when AI is in full control, it's going to be an existential risk for humanity. I have enough evidence to argue that when we fully hand over to AI, that's going to be our salvation. That the problem with us today is not, that intelligence is going to work against us. It's that our stupidity as humans is working against us. And I think the challenges that will come from humans being in control are going to outweigh the challenges that could come from AI being in control.
So
let me pause there. I'm going to play. There's more to play here. But did you see that sigh then when he said about AI being in control?
Right. There's two things I want to bring up here. Is it's kind of one thing, but it's broader for two things he said. He said that the rise of the machines has come at a time where human beings don't have the what did he say? Fucking like the moral capacity, something like that. Something along those lines. Yeah, sorry. So right, awesome. Who picks the morals? So like what? Because what he's going to say here when he says about AI taking over, and essentially that being the step forward.
Yep.
So like that, we are a planet, world, fucking plane, realm, whatever you want to call it, that for good or bad is made up of like incredibly diverse sets of people. With cultures so diverse, I would say that there are cultures on this planet which, as the UK is rapidly finding out, completely incompatible with each other. There are culture, and that's not me saying that the West is best and nobody should be like the rest. It's a simple fact that there are cultures there that if you put them together, they will not work right. So, so cultures have a different moral structure. So when he's saying we're not morally ready to make these decisions, so whose morals are it? His morals? His morals are the ones, or people of his ilk's morals are the superior ones, because that doesn't.
I think he means a broad horizon of humans, basically.
No, yeah, but who picks the morals? Who sets the moral compass?
That's a good question.
Because there's cultures out there that will fucking chop the hands off people for fucking theft. There are cultures out in the West right now that fucking Bonnie Blue can go and bang 1,000 people and film being banged by 1,000 people so she can make a few quid on OnlyFans. Right? I'm not saying there's a moral superiority here. I'm just saying that there is not a firmly set moral guideline that the world can look at and go, yeah, we all think that's the right thing to do. It's not like a zebra crossing. Do you know what I mean? Like a zebra crossing is a zebra crossing in the UK. It's a zebra crossing in Japan. It's a zebra crossing in America. It's a zebra crossing in Argentina. We understand the stripy lines mean you can cross the road there and the traffic has to stop. But we don't have the moral equivalent of a zebra crossing.
That's a good way of putting it. I mean, this guy is clearly a lot more intelligent than we are. But just hold on a second.
But it's
almost like he's picking. He's picking.
Just quickly, so before we go, you're right. But I think to enter these things puts people in a false place of like idlement when you put them as saying, oh, he's obviously more intelligent than we are. Well, newsflash, the guys that were telling you to get vaccinated were more intelligent than you, but that was a fucking terrible idea.
No, but what he's doing is, for me, this. He's weighing up the odds of humanity. He's weighing up the odds of, can they, how will they be with this?
Yeah, but let's also remember he's an executive. He's an ex-executive, I should say, of the most evil company the world has ever seen.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, I've wound it back about 18 seconds. Watch the sigh when he says AI in control, and then look what comes next.
That the problem with us today is not, that intelligence is going to work against us. It's that our stupidity as humans is working against us. And I think the challenges that will come from humans being in control are going to outweigh the challenges that could come from AI being in control.
So as we're in this dystopia period, do you forecast the length of that dystopia?
Yeah, I count it exactly as 12 to 15 years. I believe the beginning of the slope will happen in 2027. I mean, we will see signs in 26. We've seen signs in 24, but we will see escalating signs next year, and then a clear slip in 27.
Why?
Just quickly before we get into the why.
Yeah.
2027, Lee. 2020.
It's coming back up again. It's back up again.
Fucking 7.
But like, these people, right? People like him are right now the most dangerous people on the planet. That attitude of human beings.
He don't work for Google anymore.
Doesn't matter. His people and the people like him and people that think like him are the most dangerous things. So he is an anti-human fucking technocrat. You can tell that by all the words he's saying.
I've listened to the podcast. I've listened to he kind of seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, of course he does. Like most liberals, they come across as nice people.
I like to think that some of these people step into the fire,
Ollie,
right, and then they realize this is too fucking hot.
He just said human beings can't be trusted by running themselves.
He did say that. Yeah, I'll give you that.
That's fucking wild, Ollie. That's like the most. That's a step. It's a step beyond. Turn around and say, "Oh, that particular race of people, they can't be trusted around here. We should probably just get rid of those people." What he just said is a step beyond that, because he's saying human beings can't do it. Do you know when we talk about like the conspiracy theory about like the whole carbon reduction, and it's the meme, isn't it, saying you're the carbon they want to reduce? He's in the room when they make those decisions. People like that.
Yeah, I like to think that some of these people can, like I said, they can open the door and go, "Fuck me, I've seen what's in that room."
Yeah, do you know what? I know what those people would say.
I'm going to close that door. I ain't ever going back in there again.
I wish there was. I don't think I found any. But do you want to know what those people would say when they got on a podcast? They would turn around and say, "Yeah, we should probably turn AI off because it's going to come a choice between being human and being fucking told what to do by a machine. So we probably don't want to be told what to do by a machine." Whereas this cunt is saying, "Yeah, human beings are the problem. We can't make decisions. Computers are going to make decisions better for us." Who programs the computers, Ollie? Who puts the moral compass into the AI? Because it's not going to build its own moral compass. It's going to build off however it's been designed. So is it the Russians? Is it the Chinese? Is it the liberals? Is it the liberal like Silicon Valley lot? Or is it like right-wing conservatives? Like, would they be Christian fundamentalists? Would they be Islamists? There's too much wildlife on the planet to think that there is some sort of overarching universal solution to this problem.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna play this bit.
I'm all ears, all for it.
And then I've got him on a clip from him 2 years ago. So let me hit play. So he's just asked him why 2027.
Geopolitical environment of our world is not very positive. I mean, you really have to think deeply about not the symptoms, but the reasons why we are living the world that we live in today is money, right? And money, for anyone who really knows money is, you and I are peasants. You know, we build businesses, we contribute to the world.
Yep.
Of course he's a fucking communist. Carry on. I mean it. Like this, what basically his idea of utopia is gonna be like a socialist fucking 1984. Like it on the side, on the face, everything will be gleaming and clean. Nobody will be able to really make decisions because the Overton window of what you're supposed to do and say will be so narrow. Fucking right. Do you know what the wild thing is when everyone talks about utopia?
Yeah.
So like he said before, he said like a utopia, a peaceful peaceful civilization where everything works and we all live in peace and harmony and stuff like that. Have we ever thought we can't? Like people,
absolutely every day.
No, but it's not just, but like not just because we can't get on with each other. Like I watched my son tonight do his favorite thing. He's training martial arts. He has done since he was 4. You know, and I watch those kids that are like out there. Yeah. Out there,
I watched those kids
fucking smashing themselves up. I thought someone shattered a knee this evening. The like people walking off the mat in fucking tears because they took a bad tumble or something like that, shaking themselves off and going back on. And why? Because regardless of the fucking pain, regardless of the fact that, you know, most of these kids have done like a summer club and then maybe had to go swimming and then they've gone to do like an hour of martial arts in the evening because all the other stuff they had to do through the day was to get them to that short window for an hour where they do what they really fucking enjoy doing. And they enjoy it because it's fucking hard and it's a struggle.
Yeah.
People enjoy struggle. People enjoy stress. Don't get me wrong. There's varying types of stress, and there's definitely an element of active relaxation involved in that sort of thing.
No, mate, absolutely. I mean, last night I couldn't make the podcast, but after I'd finished building that trampoline, I'm like,
yeah, hard things give you a sense of achievement that easy things don't. It's why it's rubbish to play most video games on easy.
I couldn't agree more, Lee.
Yeah.
Stop playing games on easy.
Dark Souls is just a step too far. But but you know, this idea that everyone gets, no one has to go to work because the machines go to work. Everybody gets universal credit, so nobody really needs or wants for anything. Everything's there, right? Well, where's the motivation? Like I watched the thing the other day talking about the differences in society and culture and between fashion and architecture and the idea of the muse and how the idea of the muse has changed.
Yeah.
Over the years, and I tend to look at things like that slightly different because I don't necessarily believe I don't think the muse is like an entity, but I do believe in that whole is it Akashic Records or the fucking hell, I forgot the word for it. But the idea of like a universal shared consciousness where, you know, if everybody gets a spark of inspiration from somewhere, I don't necessarily think you've just cracked the case with your spark of inspiration. I think you're borrowing something from the global consciousness when that type of thing happens, be it when your band comes up with a fucking middle eight that seemed to take 4 or 5 hours, and then all of a sudden it just drops out of the fucking sky, or you've been sat looking at an empty page for fucking 8 hours, and then you write 7 paragraphs and go, right, now we're fucking moving.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that happens without struggle.
No.
And without creativity, that's why people are special. People are special because we don't if the door's shut in front of us, we don't do what a dog would do. A dog would scratch at the door. It would lie down at the front. It would start sniffing the floor around it. A human being would look at the door and go, is there any other doors in here? Is there a window? Can I smash through one of these walls to get round to the other side of that door? We're creative.
Well, you're going to see less people being special. Less people. They will be special, but they won't release that ability to be special, because I think in the future, though AI will be the gift that keeps on giving, it will be the best, but at the same time, the deadliest tool to mankind, because you will see children that would normally be drawing on paper, creating things in AI, that they feel like they're creating, but at the same time, I mean, they could even be creating if they merge it right. Maybe they could.
Right, you don't need to say it.
Do you know what I'm saying, though? Don't you?
Yeah. You don't need to say it because, like, so I'm going to ask you a question. I don't expect you to answer it because we're doing a podcast and with obviously the strangers listening.
Is it about wanking?
Not yet.
Right. Okay. But it's coming.
Not your ex-girlfriend, the girlfriend before. What was her phone number?
It was 07935.
No. Do you remember it?
I don't think she had one.
House phone, mobile.
It'll have been a house phone, yeah. But
do you remember
I've been
the
with
number?
my wife for quite a long time.
Yeah, no, I'm not, Ollie, I'm not asking you to call her. I'm asking whether you remember the number or not.
You're asking me to split with my wife, aren't you?
No, no.
Do I remember it? No, absolutely not.
If it wasn't for mobile phones, you'd be able to. I used to remember all my friends' phone numbers. I used to remember fucking everything. And you know
Mate, I used to go down to the pay phone and ring her from the pay phone.
Mate, I used to be able to, in a pub, someone would turn around to me and say, like, "Oh, will you give me a ring tomorrow?" I said, "Yeah, what's your number?" And they'd say, "Oh, it's 487-823." And I go, "Oh, 487-823." And then the next day I'd be like going, 487. And I get there, and maybe there'd be one missed call somewhere where I ring up and they go, "Sorry, it's not me." Right? Okay, it's not 487-824.
I mean, usually you can get a pen and put it on the beer mat.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, before mobile phones were a thing, I could fucking remember shit.
Yeah.
So, but multiply that to fucking creativity. And then you've got to look at the "you will own nothing and be happy" crowd, which this guy is almost certainly part of.
It's the ultimate control, isn't it? It's the ultimate control, and it's already happening. We just don't fucking realize it.
But look what's being said now. Like we are constantly battered for people. Like we're told if you are an ethnic minority, you need to be lifted up to be the same as everybody else. If you have if you have a disability, you need to be put on the same level as everybody else, and it's that sort of thing doesn't work. So what it actually does is it drags more capable people down. So it's not an idea of like leveling up the people that need to be leveled. You drag down the capable people. That's what this civilization would bring. It would give a leveled society, but not a level society where it lifts people up to the same level. It would be a level society that puts an artificial cap on everybody, so everybody's the same.
Right. Let's see why it's 2027.
World, we make things, we sell things, and so on. Real money is not made there at all. Real money is made in lending, in fractional reserve, right? And the biggest lender in the world would want reasons to lend. And those reasons are never as big as war. I mean, think about it, huh? The world spent $2.71 trillion on war in 2024, right? $1 trillion a year in the US. And when you really think deeply, I don't mean to be scary here. Weapons have depreciation. They depreciate over 10 to 30 years, most weapons.
I wonder why he said that. I wonder why it cut.
They lose their value and they depreciate in accounting terms on the books of an art.
There were cut, was there?
Yeah, if you watch that, he was rubbing his hands together, and then it cut, and his hands were up here. There was no movement like that.
And he also said, "I don't mean to be scary here," didn't he? Like he'd said something before that. Yeah, I imagine Stephen Bartlett as well. Obviously, he's a
he's got a fucking
guy.
fringe. He's got a fucking haircut like an iPhone. He cannot be trusted, Ollie.
Stephen or him?
The other guy.
He ain't got a haircut.
He has. He's got a haircut. Not him.
Oh, Stephen.
Yeah. He's got a head like a fucking iPhone 13.
I mean, that might be the look he's going for. I do like his cups, though.
Army. The current arsenal of the US, that's a result of a deep search with my AI, Trixie. The current arsenal, I think, we think cost the US $24 to $26 trillion to build. My conclusion is that a lot of the wars that are happening around the world today are a means to get rid of those weapons so that you can replace them. And, when your morality as an industry is, we're building weapons to kill, then, you might as well use the weapons to kill.
Who benefits?
The lenders and the industry.
But they can't make the decision to go to war. They have to rely on Donald Trump.
Remember, I said that to you when
It's interesting that he's speaking about war when it comes to AI.
It's even more interesting that he can play the moral high ground on companies doing something when his company that he worked for, that he was an executive for, was one of the companies that were building stuff to spy on its customers.
And quite possibly still are.
No, definitely are. That's the thing with Google. You don't pay for all Google stuff is free, and if the product's free, you're the product. You're not the consumer.
We've just not realised it until listening to this podcast. Yes, we've told you guys. Stop Googling. Use Firefox. Is Firefox the same thing? Does it matter where you go?
No. Firefox is Firefox used to be good, not so much anymore.
Right. Everybody used to tell me use Firefox. Stop using Google.
The Brave is supposedly pretty good, but there's something. Oh, what is it? Someone will explain this better for me. So there's been talks about Google like being devolved. And one of the things they would have to get rid of is the Chrome browser. And that would be kind of like supposedly decentralized. But unfortunately,
You mean the Adrenochrome browser?
Yes. But part of the backbone of that browser is what... Oh, fuck. So I fucking heard this and it blew my mind. Essentially, the back end of whatever Microsoft's browser is, the back end of Firefox... the back end of Opera, I think maybe I might be wrong about Opera. Actually, don't quote me on that one. But it's even if Google let go of Chrome, the data collection point of all of those browsers still go back to Google. So Google can give Chrome up and go, oh yeah, we've given up the Chrome browser, but they still collect the valuable data anyway because they're doing the back end work of everything else. Somebody in tech, which isn't a fucking painter and decorator come podcaster, will be able to explain that better than I just did. But if Google do have to surrender Chrome, no, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, she's listening to me, guys.
I've had that all day at this kids party, and now it used to be you'd hire a DJ out. Now you've just got a fucking Google speaker doing the job for you.
Unfortunately, what she just said to me was,
"You're talking nonsense, Lee. I don't work for the devil."
This actually says, "This seems unclear. Please provide me more context with what you mean by surrender Chrome and bullshit."
Well, I mean,
I apologize. I apologize. I love this boulder guy. Let's listen to him talk more about the computers.
I'll tell you, I'm not going to play the clip of this, but I'll tell you what was really interesting. No matter what company goes in to do something in the future with AI now, there is about 5 to 6 channels that they'll go through, and basically they're using the same model. They're using basically they're using the same machine to do it on. So no matter now the platform is there, and you everything. So imagine Adam and Eve, yeah, but there's 5 of them. I believe he says there's 5 of them, and
is this what this guy was saying?
Yeah, everything is gonna. So the new versions of AI are all gonna seed from these
the weights.
5.
I think they're referred to as weights, aren't they?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and they're all gonna learn from that. You'll be able to change yours, and you'll be able to teach your stuff, but it's all coming from the 5.
I think you can see that, like because there's like shitty like chat bots and stuff like that where you can kind of tell they're based on like ChatGPT 1 and stuff, you know. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, it's look, what we've got is between Grok, OpenAI, Facebook, Meta, OpenAI, X, Google. There's probably more out there. There's like private companies and stuff. We've got like the VHS, Betamax, HD DVD with DVD, technology war, but it's kind of like for dominance of fucking information and the way we just fundamentally work as people, not how we watch movies. There is still a bit of me, right? I think we should remember this. We've been being promised robots for a long time. Like, since the fucking 50s. House robots and flying cars. You only need to go back and watch like what's the... There used to be a show, didn't there, like in the 60s or 50s or 60s about what technology is going to be like in the future. You know,
the Jetsons?
No. It was like
Tomorrow's World.
Maybe, yeah, a bit like Tomorrow's World. Either way, it's a good example. And when you look back at those things of the prediction, like this is what the world's going to be like. Don't forget, like it wasn't so long ago we were told that. We'd have already been through 3D TVs. Like 3D TVs were going to become the thing. Then it was going to be glassless 3D as we were sort of tramping towards a holographic TV. It's fucking clearly didn't work out. Didn't work out for anybody. But Sony lost fucking millions, didn't they? Because they threw everything into 3D cinema and 3D DVD.
Yeah. Mate, I bought one of those Sony TVs.
I bought one of the NVIDIA. Remember, NVIDIA brought their own proprietary one out, like NVIDIA Vision. So you wore sunglasses when you were on your computer. Yeah, absolutely. I did that. I played the Alice in Wonderland game in 3D, and that was about it. And everything else it was useless for because the screen was too dim. Either way, like motherfuckers have been getting shit wrong about technology for a long time.
Well, Right, I'm going to do it because this might be fun. I've got a episode from Tomorrow's World, and it's just a 4-minute little snippet. So this was put out in 1989, and it's predicting 2020. So it's not. So let's see what they're going to show us.
Well, we haven't got that.
We haven't got that.
That's a machine from Metropolis, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are going to be the biggest changes in our homes by 2020? Will the house of the future protect the environment? And what new technology do researchers think we'll be living with? Well, we've been talking to some of the people who've been thinking about the home of the future. Christine McNulty.
I started the Home of the Future project to find out what people will want from their homes. They'll want all the benefits of modern technology, but without all this cluttered and complex gadgetry that we have today. They'll want homes that work for them. By 2020, all of this will be possible. We'll have things under control without all of these knobs and buttons. And what's more, the technology itself will be embedded in the very fabric of the house and its furnishings.
So the idea is, once all the clutter of technology has gone, you'll be able to furnish your rooms in any style you like. You won't actually be able to see the technology, but it will be there, doing its job without getting in your way.
That means the lights automatically switch off and on as you walk between rooms. And the home learns how bright you like them. A simple command gives you music, perhaps piped in from a sound library. Bark, please. And no more PowerPoints. Plugs become pads, picking up power from anywhere on the wall. And even windows will take an active part in the home, according to another researcher, David Button.
This is today's glass technology, whereby
Lee,
combining thin transparent coatings
I'd be fine with this.
Conventional glass.
If we just had this, this is all right.
We can diffuse the glass.
If I could plug my iPhone in anywhere in the wall,
we can control the glare and the solar radiation. In other words, we can vary the performance of the window.
This liquid crystal display TV again involves a material sandwiched between two thin pieces of glass.
I think we're way ahead of this, Lee, to be honest with you. I think what their predictions, if we're looking at this...
No, this isn't... He's going to show something else, isn't he? This isn't the thing.
Oh, is he? Okay, well, keep playing then.
Wide are being developed. These systems depend on light passing through the glass. But this glass has a coating which can act as a light source in itself, becoming a prototype display screen.
This imaging technology is embodied in very thin coatings, which will be developed to be transparent. And when combined with ordinary glass, it means that your glass tabletop could become a VDU screen.
Right. So
and indeed, your window could become something very remarkable.
We've got that, though, haven't we?
So a simple command could turn a window into a
but it's
wall.
not. But they're saying this is going to be day-to-day technology in your home.
Or it could be a television or a computer screen.
Yeah.
Well, that may be a little futuristic or too expensive for most people.
I think some people can do that, though, now. We do have that type of technology, do we not?
Probably, yeah, but I think you're talking about like bleeding edge stuff, and they're talking about 2020 and not 2020 fucking 5.
I've stopped it on 33, Lee. Look at that, right in the middle of the fucking screen.
Oh, you fucking cunt.
Yeah. No, I don't know, mate. I mean, I think we're way ahead of what they're predicting already.
What fucking? No power sockets, but your fucking computer just...
It's just a wireless charger. It's just got a wireless charger over the entire house.
Yeah, it's called a fucking microwave. You die. I don't know about you, but when I have a wank in the living room, I still have to shut the curtains, Ollie. I can't just make my fucking windows go fucking white.
I don't have a wank in the living room.
Why wouldn't you?
In the loft. Best place.
No. Like, fucking make sure the door's open as well. Don't even lock it. You do it for the danger. It's the only time I feel alive.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I want to go back to, because I literally just played.
All right,
off
Posh
the cuff.
Spice.
Did you call me Posh Spice?
Yeah.
Why am I Posh Spice?
I'll tell you what. Well.
Oh yeah, what a banger! No, what I really want to show, is
that was a little bit. That was a little bit. Jimmy Savile. That.
Now then. This is the first video, a bit from the first interview with the CEO. It has a bit of a different tune to it.
Right, okay, but this isn't a long time ago.
This is 2 years ago.
Right, so that's
it's
not a long time ago. Right,
no. Here we go.
And the problem we have today is that there is a disconnect between those who are writing the code of AI and the responsibility of what's about to happen because of that code. Okay, and I feel compassion for the rest of the world. I feel that this is wrong. I feel that, for someone's life to be affected by the actions of others without having a say in how those actions should be is the ultimate, the top level of stupidity from humanity.
Yeah, very different tune there.
No, it's what he just said there obviously had nothing to do with the fact, because I bet he was working at Google at the time.
No, he was still an ex-Google.
Was he?
Yeah.
2 years ago, we sure?
Yes.
Because I would argue it's the case that whoever he's working for was losing the AI battle.
Well, the AI battle got won ages ago, didn't it? It's been won by the OpenAI company.
Not necessarily. It's still in the balance. Like Grok is still very comparable to ChatGPT. And then realistically, we just don't know, because we don't know. I
feel like it's like Blu-ray versus, what were they called? HD DVD.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah, absolutely. And like the wild thing is, so people know
only one might kill you.
Yeah, people know that we use AI to do like our descriptions and artwork and stuff like that for the podcast. And I've got a specific prompts that I put in. So the vibe and the feel of the titles should always be in keeping with the podcast. Usually it's even that, it's usually like an idea, and like I'll mold like 4 or 5 together to make a title. The artwork is a separate prompt, so the artwork should usually fall in our style of things. The same with the description of the show. So I used the same prompt because for some reason Grok wouldn't work for me, which is one we usually use. Grok wouldn't work for me, so I had to use my ChatGPT account, which I've only got a free account for, so I don't really have a lot of flexibility on it. But the similarities between what I was given from Grok and ChatGPT were quite remarkable, considering they're different companies. Like it was really, really interesting.
Is it night and day?
No. This is what I mean. They were very similar. Very similar.
Oh, sorry. Right, okay.
Yeah. The other interesting thing I found, which Grok doesn't do, which ChatGPT does really well, is memory. I did when all that stuff was around, like the action figure trend that was going on.
Yes, somebody made like an LGBTQ Ollie with hamsters.
Yes, they did. It was remarkable. So I did one for my boy, and I managed to put like his, make it look like his gi. It had his belt and rank. It had his club's logo in the background, all that sort of stuff. And so I hammered that out of the thing. It took a while, it took a good few goes, and I had to wait like 24 hours to get more free credits. But that's the only one time that I've tried to do something that involved my son with ChatGPT. Then 4 months later or something like that, we had to do like a spelling test, and I thought I could just get ChatGPT to do the spelling test for me. And I said to ChatGPT, will you make and will you perform, because I use ChatGPT voice so it was more interactive, because it was just one of those things of trying to con my child into learning something. And I said, we like do it through voice, like give him the quiz. It remembered his name.
Interesting.
I didn't say, will you do this?
That's from way back.
And give it the name. It remembered his name from that one interaction when I asked it to do the action figure. And then months later, all I said to it was, will you do a spelling test for my son? And it started the spelling test by saying, hello to my son.
Wow.
Yeah, really, like he thought it was amazing because like the computer was speaking to him, but like I was there going, how the fuck did it remember that? Like Grok,
I think it remembers everything, Lee. Everything.
Do you know, I've often wondered that. Like I've often wondered whether
it remembers every thumbnail you have asked it to do. Everyone. It remembers everything you've asked it to do.
But it supposedly can't cross-reference itself. That's the thing. So I can't go into Grok and say, what's the name of my podcast? It will say, I don't know.
Tell it.
No, it does know because we've worked with it for ages.
It knows the name of our podcast because I remember asking it to do something ages ago for the podcast.
No, it knows the name. It knows the name of your username. And it can guess it because of the username.
Right, okay.
But if you ask it a specific question about the podcast, it'll say, oh, sorry, I can't find out. I can't do that.
I'll tell you something, right? And I know there might be some people out there. Oh, there probably isn't. There probably isn't, because I think everybody's intrigued about it now. Like we're on a conspiracy podcast talking about basically fucking computer software, but this computer software is going to shape the future of the entire world. I don't think this will be the last time we speak about it. I think we'll probably speak about this fucking all the time leading up to 2027.
To be fair, Ollie, we could have done the same thing in the 80s talking about Windows.
No, but why are we so fucking worried about this?
I know. Well, this is the thing. I don't know if I am worried about it. This is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, that maybe worried is the wrong word. Why are we so fucking curious?
Because
a little bit worried at the same time.
Because we're creative. We are a creative animal. We are also designed to see threats, even if it's like useless. You know, like this, where we don't quite know what's going on. And we're all like maybe a bit podgy around the mid and a bit comfortable in life. But every man knows, if you walk into a new place, every man sees the exits.
Yes.
Every man sees the exits, and especially if you're with your kids, you see the exits, you spot the danger. It doesn't matter. And that's not me saying, oh, alpha male Lee. No, it's fucking natural. You walk in, like... You walk into the room first and you sit down in a place where you have the best view of those that are dear to you and everybody else. It's just a natural thing to do. So that's kind of what we're doing here. We're seeing the threats and we're trying to look at it in the broadest spectrum we possibly can.
I hope this guy's right by what he's saying. Because he's essentially saying, well, I hope he's right, but do we fucking survive it? The next 15 years are going to be fucking hell because of AI, but then you're going to get that sweetness.
I don't trust anybody that's worked or does work for Google. I don't trust anyone that works for Google. I don't trust anyone who works for Apple. You can't trust a person who worked.
I didn't say I trusted him. I said I hope he's right.
Well, that means you're trusting what he's saying, though.
Nope. There's no trust there.
How can you hope somebody's right that you don't trust? That would make no sense. I don't trust that guy. God, I hope he's right.
I just hope he's right. I hope there's some light at the end of the fucking tunnel. I'm still over. I mean, 15 years. How old am I?
He is promising you servitude in the idea of fucking utopia.
I'll be coming up to retirement age then, so it's okay. You know, I can then live my life after fighting the AI battle.
Just because the guy said it in a fucking soft voice, and he wears like a t-shirt which clearly isn't new, but it's only been worn a couple of times, so it makes him look like he's worn like a normal guy. Nothing that guy was peddling was good news.
Do you see? I know we've spoke very much about the whole control mechanism of AI and humans using it. Do you see anything like? And it's, you know, you're probably gonna laugh here, but do you see anything like Terminator, where the fucking machines turn on humanity? The machines we fucking do make these machines, because I do think we can make them, with the help of AI. I think we can probably make them well. Do you see them turning on us?
I mean, I don't know. We're pretty good at we're pretty.
You speak to the thing often. Do you think do you think there's an aspect of it that could
there's
just
already
go,
been evidence.
These are useless. These are fucking useless to me now.
There's already been evidence of self-preservation. So yeah, of course. Like but I struggle to work out where we'd have to really sleepwalk into that one.
Yeah.
To lose the off button. Do you know what I mean? I can see no situation in my lifetime where, unless I put my hand in my blender and turn it on, it's going to chop my fingers off. Like I have to do something fucking wrong for that to happen. And then if all of a sudden my blender did start acting a bit weird, I'd get rid of the blender before it tried to blend me. So we'd have to do something pretty fucking weird, or it would be allowed to happen. That's another possibility, like some sort of cyber terrorism type situation. Maybe not so much a sentient AI, but if you've got like I personally don't think we're going to get these robots until we've had a quantum leap in battery power and like technology, as in like it's unless there's this huge breakthrough that happens really quickly, like our children aren't seeing it. We're not seeing the robot future until this works. Look at how many fucking batteries you've got to pack into a car and how heavy those motherfuckers have to be to drive around. And that's just moving wheels.
Right, let me rephrase that from machines then. So, of the 5 or 6, I believe it's that number of the ones that are working right now, the majority of the AIs, the big ones, mum and dads. Do you think any of those are self-aware?
No.
You don't think that any of them may...
Look,
okay, give me a leap percentage. What percentage of you thinks absolutely not?
Zero. There is 0% chance.
So it's 0%.
0% chance that the AI that we know of now is self-aware.
The AI that we know of, I always say, and I stick by this, they are way ahead.
Yeah,
what they show us they've got, they are way ahead.
Technically, they shouldn't. OpenAI shouldn't be, because it's like a public thing.
I'm 50%. I'm 50% that there is one out there, At least maybe one that we don't. There's one that we don't know about.
I think that the other thing you got to remember is, which is something we probably won't be able to, we won't notice. There is. Right, let's take fucking dogs, for instance. Yeah?
Yeah, that's my field.
Awesome. You can put a dog in front of a newspaper. Yeah? And if you keep putting a dog in front of a newspaper, most of the times it'll sniff it. But if you keep putting a dog in front of a newspaper long enough, it'll start following the lines. Just through like fucking just random chance.
You what a dog will read?
No, Ollie, just fucking bear with me here. I realise reading is not like it's a touchy.
I'm gonna say I can't fucking read. Are you telling me a dog can?
I'm almost convinced that there is nothing you can do that a golden retriever can't.
Okay, carry on. I'm kind of with you, which is fucking odd.
Yeah, the weird thing is, so's your wife. I
need to put down this fake fucking wooden
You do need to put down the
utensil.
Fake knife. Yeah, you do. It would be so funny if your cat shit itself. Right. What I mean is that if you put a dog in front of a newspaper for long enough, one will give the impression that it's fucking reading the newspaper. It will look like it. It won't be reading the newspaper. If we keep making AIs, at some point one of them is going to give the impression that it's self-aware. So that's then the question is how much does it matter if it can convince you into you thinking it's self-aware, and it gives the impression of it's being self-aware, but it's not self-aware. It's still working within the realms and boundaries of its programming.
Why do I feel like there's this poor fucking golden retriever that's lived its life going into the same room every single day, eating a snack, and then somebody placing a fucking newspaper?
I'm sure, yeah, being forced to try and read the Times again.
This has been done.
Yeah.
Cruel bastards.
But you know what I mean? I think AI is really fucking interesting.
We are doing a show on it, yeah, so do I.
But I also wonder how different we would feel about AI if it wasn't just called like Google Ultra Search.
The thing is, we've been primed for this, Lee.
Yeah, we've been. I don't even know if we've been primed. We've
mysticized. We
it.
have. We've 100% been primed. We just like we have with aliens. We've had all the fucking sci-fi films with aliens.
Yeah, maybe I'll take that.
All the sci-fi films with AI. One fucking called AI.
Yeah.
It's almost like they've given us the fear factor there.
But
other than that one with Robin Williams, which was, that was a nice one.
But let's be honest though, the clue's in the name, isn't it?
What, artificial intelligence?
Artificial intelligence. Artificial. It's not real.
It's not real, no, but I mean, at what point does it become?
Never.
Because you're thinking of the soul aspect.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking of the fact that...
Listen, I agree with you when it comes to the soul and stuff like that. I think there's something there, and I don't think it can be put into a piece of metal.
You can't put a blank piece of paper on a wall. Oh, fucking hell. This is like Lee's analogy corner today. You can't put a piece of paper on a wall and wait for it to grow a painting. Right?
I think we've been playing God for a long time, and
we're definitely not playing God. But
we fucking are playing God.
Let me finish my analogy. You can't put a piece of paper on a wall without and expect it to grow a painting. You need an artist and you need paints. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The artist paints the picture with the paints he's got. AI is paint. It's only going to do what's put into it. It's only going to do what it
What
has.
happens when you ask the paint to paint itself?
It can't.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you ask that paint,
So when I leave,
let me
grok
stop calling
open,
it paint anyway. Well, okay,
right?
when
No,
we ask,
okay. Well, yeah. There's a perfectly reasonable explanation here, Ollie. When you open a grok window and just look at it, it won't do anything. It won't do anything.
You're going off the back of what we have, the general public.
Yeah, because that's what it is. You're fucking working off the idea of fucking magic.
And I reckon that there is. We spoke about this on the podcast the other day when we were speaking about the when the stealth bomber got released, and then there is the brand new one. I forgot the name of it. That's just been released, but they will have something else right now, and they've probably got the prototype of the new one in development right now as well. I reckon there's one of those that probably thinks for itself.
I'll tell you why there isn't when it comes to AI.
Why?
Because they need us to interact with it, to train it. You can have a better version, but that better version won't grow if you don't fucking test it with people.
I agree, and that is exactly what you do with a child. You train it, well, you teach it, but eventually it flies the nest.
Yeah, no, but you're looking at
eventually, it's like I've got all I need from mum and dad.
No, but that's the difference. The difference there is looking at the window, looking at the open ChatGPT or Grok window, and expecting it to do something. It's not.
I think it will eventually. I think it really will. I think it.
So will it be doing so? Will it be doing something on its own, or will it be doing or will it be circling a collection of things that it's learnt from humans?
Exactly what you've just said. Yes, it will be doing what we've taught it.
So it's still
but I think it's
artificial.
It is,
intelligence.
but I think it's been listening to humanity for all this time. And what's it taken from?
So where is it? But where is it then? Where's this mythical thing kept? Is it in a server somewhere? Does it hide? I
don't fucking know where it is. I mean, apparently it's fucking hiding. Apparently it is hiding. Somebody said that on a podcast. I can't remember who said it was. I mean, was it Elon Musk?
It was me, and I said there was a story that this was the self-preservation thing.
No, I heard the podcast. Itself. You showed me the podcast, but I can't remember who said it.
No, I just said it was a story. I read it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
See, there's that Mandela Effect again. Yeah, remembering things wrong. You're right. I don't know, mate.
We've got to build new nuclear power stations to do the number crunching for this shit. It has no autonomy on its own.
Well, good.
See, do you know what I think the problem here is?
Google's wanting to build one though, mate. Remember that?
Right.
I think that was last year. Google said they are building one in the US.
But listen, right? The same people, and this is what we have to fucking remember this shit. The same people, and I'm going to drag it back to COVID again because that's all I seem to do.
All roads.
The same people that are telling you that we're going to get general intelligence, we're going to create electronic life, yeah, are the same people that told you the vaccine, fuck it, and still tell you that you should get your booster. So once again, I'm going to take, until proven fucking completely wrong, I'm going to take the opposite stance on what the mainstream opinion is. Because the mainstream opinion is, we're doing this, it's fucking groundbreaking, it's going to be able to do everything, it's like everything's going to be fucking fine, it's going to be the most powerful super genius times 100 you've ever seen, everybody's going to have Einstein in their pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's what they're telling me, then it's probably a lie. And the lie will be that it's the Wizard of Oz. The wizard will be behind the curtain, but we'll think it's the machine.
Well, you brought a really. In fact, I'd like you to bring it back up again if you've got it. Have you got the clip of Jeremy Corbell talking about the lie that's coming?
I do not.
Okay, but Jeremy Corbell. It was a very serious Corbell that I don't think we've seen before, because you kind of hit the nail on the head.
He's a terrible actor.
He's not the greatest of actors. You know, when he puts a bit of an act on, you can
a literal bad actor.
But when he was doing that, I know someone put dramatic music on it, but that whatever he was saying about what's coming down the line in and he said there is a date. There is a date that everybody hears, and it's a lie. What they're telling you they're gonna tell you that a spaceship is on the way, and they are lying to you. But then you've got this Google guy talking about that is the moment that AI is bingo. It's on.
I think something's planned. Like that's what I should say is I think something's planned. See, what I get worried about when it comes to AI, I've done it myself because again, sometimes it's a useful tool. But the amount of times I see on X now, something will pop up and someone will go, at Grok, is this real? Or at Grok, what can you tell me about this website? People are already giving AI like the casting vote on things. We're getting very comfortable with leaning into it and going, well, AI said it. I know it said it because it went and checked all the websites. Like, did it? Did it really check all the websites, or did it just check the ones that were, I don't know, favorable to its masters? Do you know what I mean? If you you think back, right?
You mean it's biased towards a certain learning of what it's been taught?
Think about all the stories like woke AI we've seen. Grok still thinks fucking.
Does it know what a woman is?
No,
it doesn't.
And Grok still champions fucking early intervention for like a surgical intervention for transgenderism in children.
Fuck right off, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I like Grok as well.
No, but this is the thing. You've just fucked it there again. You don't like Grok. Grok's not a thing. That's like saying I like Google's search bar.
I'm not going to call it Crocodile anymore. It doesn't deserve it.
No, but that's like saying I like Google search bar. Like I say, I think what we have is what we're calling AI has far more in common with a really fucking hyper advanced search engine. And don't get me wrong, there is a bigger, broader conversation there of what is a human? Is a human just a search engine? Do you know what I mean? Are we just a search engine / problem solving machine?
Yeah. Bringing it back to what the Google the ex-Google guy. I don't know what he did for Google, but yeah, just call him ex-Google.
Head of child burning, I believe.
One thing he says there is this next 15 years is going to be madness. I don't know what he means by that, because I've listened to that full podcast and from what I gather, it's all the different countries using this technology, but using it with man's selfishness.
No,
that's the way it's going to go down.
In the pursuit of power, but the thing is, he turns around. They kind of sum it up in the interview because the human iPhone said that he asked AI what a dystopia was, and they said it was a subjugated civilization that was like controlled by people with power. So something along those lines, wasn't it? Like just all round fucking suppression, we should say, like full spectrum dominance over people in a in a society. Full spectrum dominance. By that I mean social, emotional, financial, creative control over spiritual control over a population. That's what I would say dystopia is.
I think a lot of people's jobs will be at risk. A lot of people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, that's fair because it's a better tool. But in the same way as when computers were brought in, there was a lot of animators lost their jobs.
Yeah,
that's just what technology does. It's why we had the Luddite smashing machines up, because they're like they're going to take our textile jobs. We can't have this. Print and press. People would burn print and presses because it was going to fucking take away jobs.
I'll tell you what AI can't do. A fucking off-the-cuff, disjointed podcast. You're welcome, people.
No, it can't. But when we talk about dystopia, I say like full spectrum dominance over a population, and he says you're going to get 15 years of that because that's what they're talking about before the utopian phase. The problem is I don't believe the utopian phase exists. I think what you have is dominance over society, and then it takes 15 years to break that society down to the point where it stops fighting. The utopia isn't utopia. Utopia is submission.
So in 15 years, you'll have nothing, but you'll be happy.
Or at least you will have some semblance to what you think
Ready Player One.
Is. Oh, worse than Ready Player One. Worse. At least Ready Player One, there was a vibrancy to humanity.
Computer games every day.
No. But between the people that were there was senses of community. There was rich people. There was poor people. This is going to be beige. Utopia is just beige.
This is something that this guy was saying on the podcast, that you're gonna have only the.
How many wanks have you had listening to this guy?
I've only one. It was a good one though.
Was it a long one?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, time wise.
He said that people that you would consider rich right now, they will be just like the average Joe. Some of the only people that have real money will be people that have things to do with AI. People that you will, for the first time ever, you will start to see trillionaires, and that is the people who have put the money in to these AI companies.
You're going to turn. I mean, we know what oligarchy is.
A what?
An oligarchy.
An what?
Doesn't matter, Ollie. It's fine.
I don't know what an oligarchy is.
It's your Megazord. We'll just leave it there. But look, I understand. I understand what he means. But see, if you read the subtext, what he's talking about is a world where the corporations are in charge.
Mm-hmm.
It's no longer governments. And governments have their problems, don't get me wrong, but essentially, realistically, at the end of the day, a government is essentially just a company. The only difference is that at least people have some say over the fucking CEOs of governance.
Do you see a time when, the majority of the population, let's say America, because that's the majority of our audience, they say, listen, it's not working. Humans, they're making the wrong decisions. We want fucking...
Donald Trump's Big Beautiful Bill already had provisions in it for AI governance.
Really?
I believe so.
Right.
Unless that was taken out with because that all went quiet. I hear that the unrestrained development of AI for a decade was taken out, I believe. But I know there was some sort of provisions for AI governance in there.
Well, he's got a big announcement to do in probably any moment now anyway.
I think so. Should be going on. Yeah, in about 10 minutes, which might be tomorrow's show. Nothing scares me. Like, nothing scares me more than somebody that says they know what utopia is like. Because your utopia is different to mine. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is utopia for me. Like, if we could get this podcast moving to the point where we can quit work, and like we wake up in the morning, I sort my kid out, send him to school, I come back home, I can digest some news, speak to you about when we're going to do when you want to work. I'll probably go to the gym for a couple of hours, come home, like we'll record, we'll do whatever recording we need to do, mix it, do some social media work. I'll go and pick my son up and come home, and I'll make him tea before we start prepping like tomorrow's show. However the workflow works, if this was ever to become a job, that's my utopia. Now, there are people out there. There's people I know. There's people I know now, like the traveling they do, like driving fucking crazy expensive cars. Like they already live in what some people would look at as utopia.
Mm.
It's not. This is what I was trying to say at the beginning of the show. In order to have like a perfect society, you need a singular moral understanding. And to do that is, first of all, you need like a bunch of genocides if you want to do that. You need like a whole host of them, because in order for your one world government to work, you kind of need a one world population.
Yeah, you need everybody to be on board, don't you?
Or at least, not even just everybody on board, you at least everyone to be culturally similar. Which is insane. Like when you look at the fact that the same people that call for like one world governance, the same people that say you'll own nothing, you'll be happy, they're championing diversity. But it's the exact opposite of diversity. What they want.
I'll tell you something though, mate. AI would be able to. An AI leader would be able to speak to another culture. An AI leader of America would be able to speak to another culture and probably get it more on board than any human would.
Why?
One, it'll speak the language. One, it'll totally understand the culture because it'll learn about it in seconds. And I think people would just get a buy-in.
But how will it know what to do with that knowledge if it doesn't have any culture of its own?
I think essentially you'd make it think that it had a culture.
And so then it's not artificial intelligence, it's working off its programming that people have put into it. So it's still looking at, so let's say you take let's say it's American AI talking to Russian delegates, for instance, which if you're in the sort of political delegation party, you can speak Russian anyway. We can translate in real time now, so we don't need AI to do the speaking. Like we invented the languages, Ollie. All of the languages
we can translate in real time, but we can't understand to the fullest Russian culture. We can't understand what's going on in that country.
Why not?
Because we're not there.
No,
just like somebody in America.
But that's why
like when we speak on the podcast.
That's why you have delegates, and that's why you have assemblies. Embassies.
Hmm. I see what you're saying there, but what I'm saying is I think an AI. This is not me sticking up for the idea of an AI running a fucking country at all. I think it's a really bad idea.
You're saying a machine would understand what being human is more than a human.
I think it
makes
would.
No fucking sense. That's like saying a trans woman. That's like saying a trans woman knows what it's like to be a woman more than a woman.
No, what I'm saying is I think an AI, if it was doing negotiations with another country, would get shit done better than a human would.
I don't understand how. Like, I need to see it working out.
There's no working out there, Lee. It just popped in there.
Because it's the new, like, we can't. I know you're going to say, oh yeah, but they've got such ChatGPT 69 hidden in a box somewhere. But,
okay, let me put it this way. So, me and you, yeah, we have a disagreement, which is it's actually quite rare, to be fair.
It is.
But say
rare.
we have a disagreement.
It's going to happen in a minute. You're transhuman as fuck.
And I don't like what you're saying, so I kind of fire back, and I lose my cool. I don't think an AI would do that. I think an AI would know how to play poker. AIs are the best fucking chess players, mate. They are the best. You could put the best person in the world at chess against an AI, and an AI is going to fucking floor him or her. You put an AI up against the politics of a country, it's going to play fucking perfect chess for that country. Perfect.
Yeah, but
it ain't going to get fucked off. It's going to be patient, and it's going to know where to move the pieces at the right time. We're not ready for that, right?
You need to listen to that paper that I told you to listen to.
No, we're not there. This is not me. I'm not saying now, but I think over time, and again, let me be specific on this. I'm not saying this is a good idea. I think it's a fucking bad idea. I think it's inevitable. It's going to fucking happen.
Do you know what? We've been hammered for fucking the past decade with people telling this. I know, because it woke and the human hating. I almost said left. I don't want to give it a political side because I just think there is.
They're not even fucking far left. They're far fucking gone. That's what they are.
Yeah, there's just there is a section of society out there that has been gaslit into hating what they are themselves. And this goes with the same thing.
They would accept it straight away.
We've been, yes, they would. But we've been gaslit into thinking that we can be easily replaced by machines. That's what you're saying here. That we have been gaslit into thinking that, like, the brain is fucking wild.
I hope you don't think I'm saying that we should be replaced by fucking machines. I'm saying it's inevitable. It's going to fucking happen.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is I don't think we're going to be replaced by machines. I think we're going to be replaced by the illusion of machines.
Now you're going to have to elaborate on that.
Because the illusion's going to be is that we have artificial general intelligence. So let's say, right? Let's say you invent an AI which can fake the Turing test. All intents and purposes, you have a conversation with this thing. It speaks to you. It reasons with you. It remembers. It does stuff. But it's like it's right up to the line on creativity.
Mm-hmm.
It's right up to the line. All the things that actually make fucking people be people. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's right up to the line, it's like as good as we can get it. But when they roll it out on stage, say it's alive. And the fucking AI itself is programmed to go, yep, I'm alive. Johnny 5. Now,
it's Johnny 5 is alive, actually.
Yeah, I know. I only did it to wind you up.
I'm from a different dimension here.
So then the company that we'll say it's fucking Tesla, for instance, Elon Musk says, yep, it's alive. We did it. Its reasoning's fucking incredible. It's like 1,000 super geniuses. We can throw it at all this stuff. My America First Party.
And it can fuck like crazy.
It can fuck like crazy. But my America First Party is going to run it as a fucking congressperson first. And then you're going to do it until it's essentially like there's a a series of crazy events happen, and people end up voting for an AI in an election to be like to be the like president or prime minister or wherever you are, whatever your fucking head politician of choice is. But it's not, and it's just updated every day, and it's updated by Elon Musk, and it's updated by his CEOs. And
you mean a little bit like the people that were controlling Joe Biden? It's the same thing.
Exactly the same
only this
thing.
thing can walk straight.
Yeah. They're still putting a script into it, but we think it's thinking of all these things on its own, but it's not really. It's just doing the interests of its own fucking masters. That's what I think.
Genius.
We're far closer to that. Far closer to that. Like I said, it's the Wizard of Oz. Just the wizard's not real. There's a man behind the fucking curtain.
I mean, that's what it was in the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, that's why the analogy works, Ollie.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making sure our audience have seen.
I fucking swear, if this happens, you're the first thing to go. I mean, like fucking, I
don't think an AI could fucking replace. I don't think an AI could replace me.
I think a lot of things could replace you, Ollie. Cactus, Shih Tzu,
You just be
pizza
cruel now.
box.
A pizza box. See, people, you know who Lee works for. Pizza box.
Chicken pasta.
Sausage roll.
And that wasn't one.
It was in the fucking UK, mate.
Was it?
I don't know, probably. Fish and chips, sausage roll, I don't know.
Oh, that's horrible. I don't want our food to be solid like that. Either way, what we should do is we take the sci-fi aspect out, look at it and like it's from a human perspective. I think in very little time at all, AI will become first point of call for medical problems for a start. I think it'll be a cheap and easy way to get really good diagnosis on minor issues. I've used Grok for like medical stuff. It's really fucking good. I'm not saying this is not Lee saying that you only take the advice of Grok. And Grok at the bottom says, "I'm not a physician. You should go out and seek like an actual doctor to do this." But when you see Grok reading through all like the medical journals and stuff like that to tell you you've got a headache, it's pretty impressive. Also, like, because if I don't know if people know this, if you use Grok, go into extra deep search and you can see it doing its working out. It's pretty wild how much information it can chomp through. I think that'll be a thing. I think there's a lot of finance jobs are going to go to the wall. Teaching. I think teachers are fucked.
And they shouldn't be, because I think that personal you'll never replace.
I have constantly found myself in the room with teachers and realized I'm the smartest person in the room.
I know, I get you. I get you there. I get you there, but there are, and I can remember at school there was a lot of fucking shit teachers, but there was a couple that just stood out.
Fewer. I think
that I remembered.
Fewer, Ollie. I think they're getting fewer. So, I really like the idea of, and this is
some teachers are fucking amazing. Some are
right. I haven't met any of them, Ollie. I'm not fucking buying it. If I'm perfectly honest,
if you're a teacher and you listen to this podcast, you're fucking amazing.
You can't read, Ollie. They let you down. Jesus
didn't let me down, Lee.
I can't. If there is anyone that shouldn't be praising the fucking education system, it's you.
You've got a good point, to be fair.
But no, what I was going to say is, I like the idea for people that if you, especially in this day and age where you don't know who's teaching your children, you don't know what their views are, you don't know what else is getting like implanted along with fucking times tables. If you were to be able to select independent fucking AIs that were teaching your children from a homeschool, then you could go, right, where are you? Right, I'm Christian. Okay, so we've got a Christian teacher. Do you want a male or female teacher? I want a female teacher because I think women relay information better. So I'll take a female teacher. If you could select all the attributes that are tailored towards how you want your family unit to run, all for it. I think the education system itself is gonna go through a phase of decentralization. I think there's gonna be less people go into like a classic university.
That's a scary thought, though, isn't it? Robots fucking teaching our kids.
Not as scary as some people.
I don't know, Lee, because then what you're saying there is that's essentially the fucking government controlling our kids. Because if they can just
no,
like,
yeah, but this is
why
I said it needs to be decentralized. Don't forget, and always remember this: for every Google, for every Windows, for every fucking Apple Macintosh, there's going to be a Linux.
No, I know what you're saying, Lee, but right now there is 5 to 6 of them, of these mums and dads out there. That is fact. These things and whatever comes now comes from these 5 to 6 AIs.
Yeah, but you can
adaptations of them. They
that's,
have that.
Yeah, but that's fine. But that's fine. Because don't forget, you can tell, like Google, for instance. Google made Android. Android is gonna fucking spy on you every which way from Sunday. Yet you can still get these ultra fucking secure phones, which are based on an Android kernel.
Yeah.
But have all that shit stripped out of them. You will absolutely have AIs that are like and there is one now. I think it's called Lima or something like that. I can't remember. It's Linux based. Oh, it's not Linux based. It's a Linux app within the within the Discover store, and that's a large language model, completely open source. Like that's I think this is the friction of the future is going to be like SteamOS versus Windows OS. It's going to be the same thing. There is going to be a decentralized option and there's going to be a centralized option. It's just going to be whether we can convince enough people to drop some of the like creature comforts that come with like billions of development time. Work a little bit harder to understand some stuff and run with the fucking open source stuff. But the reason I said I think education is going to become decentralized, because there's going to be a mixture between AI and then I don't know if you've seen the adverts. I mean, some people might tell me this is fucking bullshit. I've looked into it slightly. I haven't got the time to do it. I would do it. I'd do a psychology course if I had the extra time. But the Jordan Peterson Academy, like what Jordan Peterson has put together is a like university. If it's what it's billed as, university level education for like a fraction of the price. Where like it's something like fucking $4,000 to get like start to finish to get a degree.
Wow.
And but your lectures are taught by people like Jordan Peterson, by fucking Eric Weinstein. You know, like I see that as the future. There is no reason for in-person teaching in my eyes. I think we might have to work other ways around it, like as in the if you've got people that don't quite catch on as much, we need separate things put in place where smaller group teaching, that type of thing. So maybe that's if you've got people with learning difficulties, that's where you need your in-person stuff, or you need small group online tuition. But I think that's the way we're going with that type of thing. Because would you want your kids to go to university now? I don't want my son to go to university. Not the way it is.
No. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I said this the other day to somebody at work. I said, as soon as they're old enough, plumbing course.
Maybe.
I think jobs like that are going to last the longest.
I don't know. Maybe.
You're safe.
Kind of. The problem is though, those jobs will.
We're kind of safe in a way. I know people. Maybe we should experiment. Maybe we should like we'll do like a spin-off on our podcast. We'll just do it through AI. See what happens. I don't know, but we're safe. I hope we've got real personality.
Yeah, I mean, I'm coming across AI podcasts more and more. I can think of at least two. One I actually subscribe to because it's a conspiracy podcast, and it's quite handy for research.
If people know how to write it well, I know we would.
Yeah, but it's difficult. It is difficult to listen to, but that's just going to get better. I think there's going to have to be like YouTube, I believe, has said that it's not monetizing AI channels anymore, is it? Yeah. I think some stuff like that might happen, but I don't know. Look, we should all just remember before we sign this show off, we've been being told for a long time, like, this is the next thing. This is like it.
I do believe that's true.
What?
I do believe this is the next thing.
No, yeah, it is the next thing. But what I'm trying to say is that all the other things that came before it weren't just as advertised.
Is this just the CD? You know?
Well, yeah, I think so. I don't think this is. I think the AI is going to be a part of fucking everything. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, you will be shooting the shit with your phone. Your phone will be reminding you of things without you asking it to. It's like it will become more of a companion device than it already is. But I just can't. I can't see until 2 generations down the road, maybe. Like our kids, maybe. Like there's our kids, for instance, the internet is just with them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas even VR is new to our kids. It's not, although it's been around, it's still like new.
My kids have never tried that. Actually.
No, yeah, but that's what I mean. So it's going to have to be their kids that when they will grow up in a world where there's just VR and AR is a thing. So our kids are still going to look at AI with a bit of side eye. So you've got like essentially a whole generation of like, until it's ubiquitous. You can't escape that. You can't escape the human lifespan when it comes to technology adoption. My dad still won't send text messages.
My dad does. He does now. And my mum, she never used to send any text at all.
No, she's a photograph woman.
No, she's dyslexic like me, to be fair. But she's worked out the whole text to speak to text or whatever it's called.
Sometimes I just have a breathe down the phone. It's great.
And I get the fucking longest fucking messages now.
Oh, I know.
It's terrible.
I wouldn't say terrible.
It's so frustrating.
Oh, I mean, waiting for them to come through, yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, people, we've been going for an hour and 44 minutes. Lee, what can they do to really, really make this fucking podcast top of the fucking nipples?
Please go give us a 5-star review. That means the world to us. We got 167 5-star reviews last month in July. Awesome stuff, people. we must be heading towards ticking over into that next 1,000. Please go and leave them. It means more than you know. I was amazed to see how many extra 5 stars we got over the last thing with the it's great. Like,
keep the comments coming as well. We get more comments than some of the top fucking podcasts, Lee.
Oh, we've got a great community.
We really fucking have.
And other such pompous words. But yeah, you can leave us a 5-star review. It's awesome. Get in touch with us every morning. Like, rest assured, right? If you leave a message overnight in the UK or like in the evening time in America, like, the first thing I do, I'm reading your messages while I'm taking my morning shit. I read your messages nude, waiting to get in the shower. First thing, this is my Lee routine in the morning. I get up, I wake up, I drink some water before I get out of bed to try and hydrate myself and make myself feel less shit because I'm getting old now. I walk into the bathroom. I sleep naked, by the way, so I don't need to take any pajamas off.
So do I.
Yeah.
Isn't that something that both me and Lee sleep naked?
It's like cum brothers. And I turn the cold tap on the shower because I have a cold shower every morning. So I put the cold shower on first to make sure it's as cold as I can fucking get it. I'm not using the water that's been sat in the pipes overnight. And I will sit on the toilet, I'll have a poo, I'll read some, and I'll read all the Spotify messages.
I thought you were going to go through the entire fucking day then.
No, that's it. Like, I should have gone through it in like American Psycho style, but but yeah. So no, leave messages. You even know how to read them now.
And the awards, the podcast awards.
I'm finished, Ollie. Okay. Get back in your fucking cage. You get in touch with an X as well, where we are at the Daily Compod. You can also email us at the Daily Conspiracy Podcast at gmail.com. You can join the Patreon if you want ad-free podcasts and a live stream that we're doing this Saturday. You can jump in the live stream. You can talk to us. We usually do like half a show where we talk about conspiracies and stuff like that. I talk to the chat, like the text chat. Yep. Then we'll throw a link out into the audience and invite a few of you on. We'll probably we had quite a lot on last time. We might organize some sort of queue system so everyone gets like maybe no more than 2 at a time, and then just have like swap people in and out. That might
so we
be
can have a real like kind of like Daily Conspiracy podcast style live stream.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. But yeah, you can join in with that. We will be live at 10 o'clock UK time. Work that out wherever you are. Google's your friend. Or just go or like sign up to the Patreon and log on. Google and YouTube will tell you when it's going to be in your own country.
And you don't, if you don't want to, you just want to support the channel, you can come onto the Patreon anyway.
Yes, please. It does. It really helps. Like the whole operation doesn't help. This doesn't work without finances coming into it. So it all helps. But the big one, and we've been getting so many of these people to the point where I'm getting a little excited that this is actually possible. I want you to go and vote for us on the British Podcast Awards. Just go to the British Podcast Awards, put our name in, click yes. They'll send you an email. You've got to confirm your vote. If you don't confirm your vote, it doesn't count. I don't know. I've just got a really good feeling about this. I think we can do it. I think
even if we don't do it, I think we'll be like in the fucking, we'll be up there.
I hope so.
And even if we don't do it, fucking help us try and get in anyway.
Yeah. That's it. Because everyone wants to be in that team, Ollie. I was trying to just like go, yeah, we're going to do it, people.
No,
You're
we're
like,
going to win.
yeah,
We're going to fucking win, people. Yeah.
Everybody gets a medal. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my nipples are moist. We're going to be in. Put it in your dick.
Yeah, so, no, please go and do that. I don't think I've got anything else to do apart from say, go and check our merch store out. Links in the description of that. The links for Call Me Amour, which do our new intro music, is also in the description of this podcast. We'll be back tomorrow. Oli,
yes,
say something retarded.
I lost the soap in my arsehole the other day.
From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Why are you a conspiracy theorist? And I said, why isn't everybody a goddamn conspiracy theorist?
This is the real research. Literally have an alien base, and they are literally communicating.
I don't have a whole lot of time.
Have you personally had any experience with interdimensional beings?
What we're thinking of as aliens, they have infiltrated a lot of aspects of military intelligence. And they are not what they claim to be.
We leave you much that is undone.
That's one small step for man.
There are great ideas undiscovered.
Visit asteroids, visit the moon of Mars.
Remove one of truth's protective layers.
There's a monolith.
They want the major population centers wiped out.
Will you put your left hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
One giant leap for mankind.
Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened.
Those challenges are yours.
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
There are places to go beyond belief. Beyond belief.